Now, there was once a pottery teacher who liked to do a little experiment. On the opening day, he decided to divide his class into two groups. Those on the left-hand side of the room were in the so-called quality group, because these students were asked only to create one piece of pot throughout that semester. Okay, so in that 30 days, only one piece of pot, but it has to be perfect. Now, on the other side of the room, those students were in the so-called quantity group, because they'll be graded solely on the number of pieces they created. Okay, so quality group on the left and the quantity group on the right-hand side. Now, came the final day, the teacher also invited a group of judges to decide on the quality of these pots, and they're going to vote for the top 10 pots of the highest quality. This result was stunning, because to everybody's surprise, every one of the top 10 pots came from the quantity group, not the quality group. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I was left speechless when I read this story from the book Atomic Habits. I'll be talking about this book in great length going forward in this channel, because I think that's for me one of the most important books I've read. It just basically runs counter to everything I knew up until that point. And it was this story that, you know, helped me still have the nerve and to pluck up my courage to come back and face you guys. Because I really wish someone had told me this story 3 years ago when I started this channel. I think the key messages of the story are twofold. First, we should never let perfectionism or our pursuit of perfection get in the way and prevent us from taking actions. That's very dangerous. But as human beings, it's very easy for us to get bogged down, you know, trying to find the best solution, trying to find the optimal ways of doing things. For example, if you want to lose weight, you want to know the fastest way to do that. If you want to pick up a foreign language, you want to know the most effective method, and so forth and so on. So what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, you can have the best ideas, the best strategies in the world. However, if you don't go and implement them, they remain as, you know, ideas and strategies. But how much is an idea worth? Nothing, unless you go and implement it. And that's the key message, because, well, let's just take Facebook, for example. Was Mark Zuckerberg the first person ever to come up with this idea of creating a social network? I'm sure he wasn't the first one. Loads of people have done it, or were also saying the same thing. However, he was the first person who went and actually delivered it. And that's why he made this idea valuable. The idea itself wasn't valuable. Only executed or implemented ideas are of any worth. So I learned the lesson the hard way, because in the past 2 years I've been, you know, theorizing about the best video idea or what kind of things I want to talk about in my next video. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I just brainstormed some good ideas. I'm good. I made some progress. I'm happy. However, the video is not coming together by itself. So that's why I've been dragging this whole process out for 2 years. And the new video didn't come up until now. Basically, when preparation becomes a form of procrastination, you know you need to do something different. And the second thing I want to talk about is, what was it? Yes, quantity. So quantity leads to quality. Okay, I'm not saying quality is not important. No, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a firm believer in quality. And the reason why I have garnered, you know, a certain size of audience was because my videos were of very high quality, even though they are very poorly made, I know that, but they have created lots of values for my viewers. So I'm not just saying quality is inferior to quantity, it's just that, I mean, just think about the students in the quantity group, okay? They didn't think of improving their skills. But in the end, their skills of making the pottery actually improved by a large margin. How did that happen? This transformation, I'm sure, didn't just happen overnight. It was a gradual process, and it was a subconscious process because they didn't even think about it. They were too busy cranking out rubbish every single day. Just like me cranking out crappy videos like this one every single day. Maybe not every single day, but I can promise you at least going forward, I'll be posting every week. Okay, so they didn't even think about improving their skills, but it was the repetition that enabled them to hone their skills along this journey. So I know my videos are, very poorly made. I know there's no editing at all, and everything was, very crude. I know that. I know it's shit. But so what? So what? As long as I can, churn out videos every single week, as long as I can develop this habit of showing up every single week at least, and then I can get my reps in, I can hone my skills along this journey, and I can learn from my past mistakes. I'll become 1% better every single time. If you can look to this chart, if you can be 1% better every day, then by the end of the year, you'll become 38 times better. And that's amazing. That's the power of compounding, right? So I think it's the same thing right here. It's only a matter of time before I start creating better videos, if I can continue posting, if I can be more consistent. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it is. That's all I want to talk about. 我都不敢相信，刚才录这么多，竟然我没有开话筒啊！我刚刚都没有开话筒，我录了这么久都没有开话筒，我去啊！我得找个录音师，找一个剪辑师，找一个再来。Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.